It is December 13th and it's a Saturday, and I'm having a little bit of a crampy Saturday, so I didn't do a whole lot except for drinking tea and sort of clearing up and doing little bits and bobs around the house. I also made some chocolate bark with my son, and we're waiting for that in the fridge so we can eat it. However, I thought today I would take you through my collection of WIPs, if you will. Of course, you're all super interested, I know, in the progression of my Christmas sweater. This Vlogmas, I am knitting the Winter Soul sweater and turning it into a Christmas sweater, and I'm hoping to have it finished by December 24th. I was supposed to be finished with the body today. I am not, but it is looking good. I'm adding an extra row of colour work to the bottom. And I think I'm going to make 3/4 sleeves and not full sleeves, because I think this is going to be warm enough in itself. Plus, making shorter sleeves will save me a lot of time, so I think it's going to be good. It is very warm and very fluffy garment. I'm knitting this out of Drops Air, and it is insanely lovely. I'm very happy with it, but I wish it would go faster. No, there's like cookie crumbles on that table, so I can't put it there. I'll just put it on the couch for a second. The next project that you've seen on this channel recently is my Sophie hood. And with that project, I'm around halfway. I think I'm at the halfway-ish point. I'm almost done with shaping the hood on one side. So I'm probably like 49% done. I'm using a very cheap yarn that is mainly acrylic. It does have some wool in it, but it was a very budget-friendly yarn that I bought at Zeeman here in the Netherlands. And it's from their Dreamy range, collection, whatever. I'm really liking it. It's very soft, very warm. I made one mistake quite in the beginning. I didn't do like the I-cord. Where is it? Here, yeah. I missed doing the I-cord bit here. And it's just the, I just did regular knitting, but if you know, you can see it, but otherwise, like, I don't care, so I did not go back once I found out. Okay, so those are the things you know, but I have other WIPs lying around. Mainly this thing. This is another project that is very much almost finished. I just don't know what to do with it. My initial plan was to turn it into some sort of cardigan vest type thing, to wear it like this. Where's the back? Hang on, let me explain this properly. And sort of sew it up, seam it up here on the sides. And maybe something that you can wear with a long sleeve underneath, and I thought it might be nice. It's very nice yarn from Daughter of a Shepherd. It's very rustic. It smells amazing. It smells like actual sheep, so that's great. The problem is, where is that thing? This is how much I have left. I'm not entirely sure that's going to be enough to seam everything. So this is like one of those, I'm kind of stuck in if I want to finish this or not. So it's been kind of living in limbo in my living room, which is a bit annoying because it's kind of in the way, but something else I'm not knitting but crocheting is this absolute monster hang on, how long is it? So it's this. And it's just all leftover sock yarn. And it is, I've been working on this for about 2 years. And it's just something that I have on the couch. And then whenever I feel like doing a bit of crochet, I pick it up and I do some crochet. But I'm not sure what the plan is here. This is just go, go, go. It is really nice to work on in the winter because it's warm. So you can cover yourself with it whilst you're working on it. I think if I stand and yeah, it touches my chin. If it starts from my tippy toes, it touches my chin. So it's quite long. But there's no real plan. I'm just going to continue working on it. This was born out of, oh my God, I have so many leftovers and I don't know what to do with them. And then this happened. So this also lives on the couch. Next up is the flax sweater that I'm knitting for my son that I'm going to turn into a Weasley sweater. So the bottom for this is finished. It just needs sleeves, and then I need to duplicate stitch his initial on the front. This has been a little, I'm like hoping that once I finish my sweater, I can finish this and then this can be sort of a Christmas sweater for him. I mean, it's not really a Christmas sweater, but it's like Christmas green. And I think we all agree that the IP where this sweater originated is seen as something that people watch during Christmas. So ow, ooh, what the heck did I do? Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's something that lives not on the couch, but near the couch. Next up is this Bertie and Poppet bag. And I love this bag because it has a little keyboard on it. And I used to be a software developer and I have loads and loads of mechanical keyboards. So as soon as I saw she had a fabric for this bag, I had to have it. Fantastic. And this has sock snakes in it. I'm almost finished. And these are things that I keep on my desk for meetings, for video meetings. When I'm working from home and I have video calls that last forever and ever and ever, I have sock snakes because I can do this without actually looking at my hands. So I can just knit on it, knit, and keep eye contact with the webcam, and nobody will ever know that I am knitting socks in the meantime, which makes these meetings very productive. So these are almost finished, just need some heels. I'm thinking if I can pop these in somewhere, they could be, still could be a Christmas gift for somebody, but yeah. So that lives in this bag. This is just in case you think I only have 2 WIPs. No, I have so many. I have another Bertie and Poppet bag. This is my Bertie and Poppet Christmas bag that lives always under my coffee table. Always, 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 because this is the bag that makes Christmas balls. As you can see in my Christmas tree, I have tons and tons of Christmas balls that are Arne and Carlos designed, or if I like designed my own. And so this has the needles and all the yarn that I use for that. So I have the white, the blues, the green, and most importantly, this specific type of red that I use to make these balls, because they all have the same color red, and that's very important to me. And so at some point I realized that this color red was starting to, like, I could find it less and less easy. And so I bought about 6 balls of it. I have about 4 left. So I think I'll be covered for the next 10 years because it doesn't take that much yarn from one ball to make a Christmas ball. It's Fildar Phil Folk 50. I think that's one of their unicolor sock yarns. Like the creamy white, I'm not so fussed about, but I just really like this particular kind of red for the Christmas balls. So I was really worried that it would run out eventually and I wouldn't be able to color match it precisely. So I just invested in having enough red for Christmas balls for a very long time. I love this bag. It's so cheerful, and it just lives in my coffee table whole year round. So if it's August and I feel like making a Christmas ball, I can just grab it and make one and I'm done. I have another project bag, and this is not knitting and it is not crochet. This is, I think last year somewhere I picked up tatting, and I think in Dutch it's called something like frivolité, and it's kind of like a lace thing and you use these shuttles, and I got into it a little bit and started making things, and then I stopped doing it, and I probably have, if I had to do it again, I would have to start all over. Is there an example of things that I made in here, or is it just scissors? And so I have like all these crochet hooks and scissors, beads, more beads, shuttles. Yeah, it's very petite and sort of, I'm not sure what I even was making here, if this was like earrings or a bookmark or something. Beads. Yeah, things like this. Yeah, that lives in this bag. I think I've left it too long, and if I wanted to try doing this again, I would have to sort of relearn it, which isn't an issue, but it just means that I think I'll do it somewhere next year when I've like worked through a little bit more of my knitting projects and I don't feel such pressure like I do right now for my Christmas sweater, because that's really in time crunch. So that's it. It feels like a lot. Anyway, I'm sure there are people with, like, I always want to be that person that has one WIP, but it's just not practical, because imagine if I had one WIP right now, then it would be that Christmas sweater. But like yesterday, I wanted to knit, but I really didn't want to knit on the Christmas sweater and it was cramping my hand a little bit. And then it's really nice if you have a different project that you can use and pick up. And for example, those socks, that I won't be knitting on those like regularly. I just have them on my desk, and then whenever I have a meeting, I can just pick them up. And there's no sort of like, oh, where was I with this super complicated pattern? No, it's a sock snake. You just pick it up and go. And I think that's really sort of the practicality of it, is just that you just have more WIPs. And it's like this sort of romantic idea that I have. I'll start one project, work all the way through and then finish it. But it's just unrealistic for the type of person I am, I think. So anyway, I'm really curious how many WIPs do you have? Let me know in the comment thing. And then what are they and what are you working on currently? Let me know, and I'll talk to you guys again tomorrow.